In the year 1991, a man named Linus Torvalds had created the Linux kernel. It was originally pronounced as Linux, like his name.
Hello, this is Linus Torvalds, and I pronounce Linux as Linux.
But eventually it got Americanized into Linux after its mass adoption around the world.
When I speak English, it's Linus, and I really don't care how people pronounce my name. But Linux is always Linux.
And mass adopted it was. Linux is used far and wide in both the workplace and the home, and by both children and adults. Thousands of people have contributed to and modified Linux to their liking. Some do it to make Linux work better for their usage, and some do it just to make it their own. Truthfully, neither one of these things are inherently better than the other, but it really doesn't matter anyway because, as they say in the Linux community, I like X thing, which means it's better than your X thing. Now let me introduce you to the game Among Us, or Among Us. Among Us was created as a fun party game where one person is the imposter, or sussy, and everyone else is a crewmate, or not sus. One of them, fuck this, I'm not explaining how Among Us works. While originally a fun little PC game, Among Us experienced mass adoption around the world and has since evolved into a gaming icon with no shortage of rich culture and tasteful derivative works. Thousands of people have contributed to and modified Among Us as a concept. Some do it to change Among Us to their liking.
In today's Among Us video, we're doing something crazy. Someone has extremely deadly farts.
And some do it just to make it their own and express their creativity in a very normal and unconcerning way. Truthfully, neither one of these things are inherently better than the other, but it doesn't matter anyway because, as they say in the Among Us community, what do they say in the Among Us community? Sussy baka. So as you can see, it was only natural that at some point Linux and Among Us would combine forces. After all, just look at all the similarities between them that I've mentioned thus far. They've experienced mass adoption around the world, underwent a name change brought about by that mass adoption, Linux to Linux, Among Us to Amogus, used in both the workplace and the home by both children and adults. Thousands of people have made contributions to it over the years, modifications are made to the user's liking, features tasteful derivative works expressed in a very normal and unconcerning way, gaming, sus. And as if by divine intelligent design, one could even replace the us in Amogus with OS, creating AmogOS, a theoretical holy matrimony of Linux and Among Us, one could say. And lucky for us, the creator, News himself, has become the catalyst for such a creation and blessed us with a real, tangible AmogOS. I am but merely a prophet of the word of News, but preach his creation I will. And today, together, we will discover the true and perfect nature of AmogOS. I figured we could take a look at the official GitHub repository for AmogOS before we actually install it. So this is an operating system created by News, Booze. His friends call him News. The last release of this operating system was on December 24th, 2021. Surprisingly, it hasn't been maintained. The last release was 1.7.1, a sussy Christmas, and the official builds for AmogOS are for both the Raspberry Pi and x86 64-bit. We got some testimonials here. Sussy Wussy, Chad AmogOS versus bloated mainstream distro. I agree with that. I found my new main OS, Matt KC. So not only is AmogOS going to be among us, but it's been among some real influential gamers, as you can see here. Please note that by downloading AmogOS, you have an increased chance of being infected with the sussy Amogus and Amogid69 virus. Please refer to here for treatment methods. Hold on, I need to figure out what I'm actually getting myself into here. What is this? Amogus Prevention Center?
You likely will have heard of Amogus. If you don't know what that is, the CDC defines it as the inability to dissociate reality from the popular 2018 video game, Among Us. The symptoms of Amogus are listed here. Recognition of objects as characters from Among Us.
Okay, hold on. I actually cannot watch this anymore. You know how you're not supposed to like look up your symptoms online because you don't want to online diagnose yourself because you don't know if it's going to be correct? Every single symptom that this man just listed. Recognition of inanimate objects as characters from Among Us, everyday use of slang such as sus, translating aspects of Among Us to real life, calling emergency meetings. I experience all of these symptoms, but like I said, you're not supposed to online diagnose. I might be suffering from Amogus, but I just don't want to use a YouTube video to diagnose myself. I need to be seen by an expert. If anybody can recommend a doctor who specializes in Amogus, please leave me their contact info in the description, actually. I am becoming increasingly worried about my condition. It takes a whole 69,420 seconds to load the UI from USB boot. Of course it does. Oh my... Oh, I really want this sticker. I really wish I knew about this before I made this video. That's incredible. I may actually get in contact with news to see if we can feature the AmogOS sticker in the newest sticker pack. Clock.md. Oh, the code of conduct. Okay, enough reading about AmogOS. Why don't we actually install it? And despite checking out the GitHub using the Steam Deck, we're not actually going to be installing AmogOS to the Steam Deck. My Steam Deck is sussy enough as it is. But I've got a truly sussy device today. A 2014 Mac Mini. You've seen this little dumbass before on the channel if you watched the putting emulators on a leapfrog video. It actually spawned one of my favorite clips from the channel. My mind is actually blown right now that I'm installing Windows on a Mac Mini because I couldn't use Linux properly on my PS4. Also, I can play RetroArch on a leapfrog. But since then, I haven't really done anything with it, so it's going to go through a full transformation today. We have the AmogOS installer, this Amogus sticker, and this Sharpie. Here we have the holy trinity of objects to make this Mac Mini truly sus. So let's get to work. We'll start with the Mog sticker. There we go. Yeah! And Mac Mini will no longer do. We need a better name. This 2014 Mac Mini will henceforth be known as Sussy Bucket. All right, step 1 and 2 complete. There's only one step left. The OS. The AmogOS. And what would this video be without an appearance from the Dirty Cherry keyboard? Oh wait, I forgot this thing still has Windows. No, my friend. That is not what we will be using. Nice. AmogOS. Normal mode. I really expected there to be a sus mode in there. Okay, I think this is the part where it takes 69,420 seconds to load. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip ahead. Wait, hold on. 69,000 seconds? That's like 19 hours. No way. There's no way this thing takes 69,000 seconds to actually boot up. There's no way. No boot file found for UEFI. Hold on. Actually, I've noticed that when I put the flash drive in, I get a second option for Windows. I hit this one before, so I'm gonna hit this one now. Wait, what the heck is PCBWay OS? It's the operating system that tells you about PCBWay. What the heck is a PCBWay? PCBWay has services that bridge the gap between your dreams and reality. And since that statement is entirely meaningless, let me give you an example. Say you see an awesome 3D model online that you want to 3D print, but you don't have a 3D printer. Bam, now you do. Trying to solder together something that you need for a project, but you have no idea what you're doing and you screw up the entire thing? PCBWay has you covered. Can't come up with any good ideas yourself, but you still want to mod something? PCBWay has an entire library of community-made projects that you can browse and then order the parts for instantly. They'll even assemble the whole board for you at their factory. I've used PCBWay for a project where I made a gigantic Wii, and the board that I designed came out great. It was just a simple USB power tap to power a fan, but without PCBWay, I would have never been able to make this thing by myself. Check out what PCBWay has to offer at the link in the description, and new users get $5 off their first order. AmogOS, boot in normal mode. Holy. There's no way I actually have to wait 69,000 hours. I don't believe it. I've remade AmogOS with the golden flash drive. There is literally no way that this won't work. Are you kidding me? It's actually working. Next time you're having Linux trouble, just switch to a golden flash drive, I suppose. That right there is very sus. Oh, hey, look, there's Santa. Hi, Santa. Wow, this is very Christmas themed. I mean, I guess I did download the very sussy Christmas edition. Oh my God, we're in AmogOS, guys. What can we do in here? We can play Among Us, I imagine. Hold on, maybe we need internet. Connection established. I can mark off connecting to the internet on my tasks. Installing Among Us. Hello, mate.
G'day.
Pi Apps requires the game files for Among Us in order to install it. We don't support sailing the high seas. What? A little genuinely surprised that AmogOS even cares at all. So you'll need to provide your own game files, whether they come from Steam, Epic Games, or whatever platforms you use. Okay. Oh my God, look at the Among Us font. No way. Look at the A. This is crazy. Did they make this font just for this? Among Us.studio? I want to be Among Us.studio. No, I'm done with Bringus Studios. We're Among Us Studios now. Steam. Wow, this is starting out like a fairly normal video of mine, actually. Struggle to install Linux, and then install Steam. You know, I've been saying that SteamOS as like a Linux distro, kind of a dead concept nowadays with a big picture and everything. So I think we'll just switch over to AmogOS from now on. Upgrading my AmogOS. Let's suss out some other stuff we can do here. Welcome to SusIDE. SusIDE is a modern open source code editor. That's it? That's the whole thing? Gas. Enable. That's the whole thing? They just changed the name? SusIDE. This is not like a bespoke program created for AmogOS, is it? I don't believe it. No, Google, I'm not looking for suicide. Okay, so it's code editor based on an old version of Graviton and others. A full-fledged text editor built with Electron. Flexible, minimal, and comfortable text editor. SusIDE is now discontinued. What a shame. Stay sussy. I can't really tell like how bespoke of an IDE this is. For all I know, all they really did was change the name on this thing. But it is sus, and it does appear to be an IDE. Alright, very cool. Minecraft, what would we do without it? AmogOS Studios. 750 FPS. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. Minecraft Pi Edition. Start game. Skyblock. So we're stuck in AmogOS playing the Raspberry Pi edition of Minecraft, which is God knows how old, which has been converted to x86. The lava doesn't flow. Bruh. What godforsaken version of Minecraft is this? Oh wait, there it goes. Cool down. Very cool. Thank you, Minecraft Pi Edition. Pi Apps x86. This is really just based on Raspbian. This entire stupid Among Us operating system is based on Raspbian. Runme.html. Our apt upgrade is sitting at, what is that, 0? Either 0 or 8%, but either way, it's not looking good. Oh, it was definitely 0. We just changed to 1. Oh, that's not good. Look at this little guy, this little character. What kind of fun Among Us wallpapers do we have? Oh my. Oh, this one is like the OG. Classic. Let's take a look at the rest of these. Very nice. Man, these wallpapers are freaking huge. Who is this? Is this Amogus's wife? I'm not up to date on the Among Us lore, sorry. Blueimposter.png. Everyone knows red is sus. Dankmode.png. Oh, because it's dark mode. Of course. Of course this is dank mode. GandhiSus.png. Are you the sussy baka? Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you, Gandhi. There's a Moog on the moon. Purpleimposter.jpg. This isn't purple. Windows 11 sus edit. Oh, I found the imposter. He's here. He's right here. Bill thought he could hide him from me, but no, I found him. Okay, those are some nice wallpapers. Very sus. Bootjingle.mp3. Aw, the audio's not working. Hold on. Okay, this is gonna be kind of cursed. Put in the flash drive. Copy the bootjingle.mp3. Move it to the flash drive. Very good. Eject. Connect it to a Type-C adapter. Connect it to my phone. Hold on, one more time. It's beautiful. Thank you, AmogOS. Thank you so much. I'm really sad I didn't get to hear that when it booted up. Was that in the pictures folder? Yeah, that was in the pictures folder. Okay, how's our update going? 28%. We're getting there. Alright, well I'm gonna go play some Among Us VR while this downloads. We'll come back when everything's updated. Which coincidentally is right now. Look at that, it's done. Sudo apt install Steam. This is very fast. By fast, I mean absolutely not fast in the slightest. What are the specs of this thing? Oh, Steam has no installation candidate. That sucks. Anyway, hold on. What's that stupid Linux thing that all the arch tryhards use? It was NeoFetch, that's what I was thinking of. Wow, AmogOS is kind of fucked. And now Firefox won't even open. Close Firefox? It hasn't even opened. It's already running. I briefly saw it flash, never gonna give you up. Oh man, AmogOS is not the speediest guy in town, I will say. I can't even show you guys the specs. I think I got NeoFetch installed. Oh my, yes! I was thinking in my head, I was like, I wonder if they made a custom AmogOS ASCII art. And they did, they fucking did. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. So here it is, AmogOS on the Mac Mini 7, 1. Intel i5 4260U, 4-core, 2.7 gigahertz. Now that's a good CPU right there. The GPU is your mom's, 4 whole gigabytes of RAM. Amazing. An exquisite computer. Okay, but we still gotta get Steam installed. How are we gonna embrace our Linux heritage and play a FOSS version of Among Us if we don't have the files? And lucky for me, I learned how to install a .deb file. So despite apt being entirely broken on here, we're good to go. All right, here we go. Steam. The package cache seems to be out of date. Done. Easy. Oh, let me guess. Amogos. Nice. Okay, Steam has been extracting package for a small eternity. So, see you later, Steam. Good try, good effort. Thank you for all you've done, but your services are no longer required. My main PC has graciously donated its Among Us data, so we'll just give this thing the path. You don't have enough free space? I don't believe you. Oh well. Well, that's it. Installed Among Us successfully. God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play Among Us. What? Huh? What? You can't do this to me. My cursor just has Among Us everywhere I go. What do you mean? No. Can I reinstall Among Us? You actually cannot do this to me. No. I'll be back. I'm reinstalling AmogOS. Wait, this isn't right. There wasn't Steam originally. What? I wiped the flash drive? What? How? Where's it pulling this stuff from? I think it's saving everything to the internal hard drive. Okay, I'm gonna wipe the hard drive and then try this again, I guess. See you later, hard drive. All right, we're back. Have a very sussy Christmas once again. Okay, I'm gonna put the Among Us files in my home directory this time. Here's the path. Enter. Wow, that took a while. Press enter to continue installation. Do it. I don't know how it's physically possible that this thing thinks that there's no space left on the device. Every single time that I've had to retry installing Among Us on this stupid thing, it's taken literally hours. I started doing this yesterday and then picked up again at 9 a.m. today, and it's already almost 4. I mean, what can I say? That's pretty sus. Sus enough to make me think that it might be an imposter. I always knew you were sus. Well, now that the problem has been dealt with, I'd like to say thanks to all of you for coming on this journey with me, for joining me on the airship that is AmogOS. I'm not motioning to Donkey Kong for any particular reason. Do you like it though? Do you like this poster? Anyway, I want to shout out my patrons that are going to be listed right here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Bringus merch is a real thing that exists, and it's down there in the description. And so is the subscribe button right down there. But that's gonna be it. I'll see you in the next one.